interesting because I can turn a statement like that right around on its head. Considering that the most primitive human beings knew God and believed in a possible afterlife, I could easily conclude that atheism is just a conjured up belief or an idea to help escape the finality of an eternal judgment. In that sense, freeing oneself to live a life of self-serving ego, wickedness, and depravity, without fear of consequence. Look, here's the bottom line. Okay. When it comes to God, heaven, and the promises of Christ, somebody's going to be right and somebody's going to be wrong. Now, there's no getting around that. There's no middle ground here. We can dig our trenches deep and sling mud at each other for the rest of time, but that won't change our reality. Now let's examine both sides in more detail. If the atheist is right and I'm wrong, what am I really out? What did I miss by living a moral life devoted to a God who was never really there? Could I possibly have had a bit more fun in life? Maybe, but even that's subjective. It depends on your idea of fun. Could there have been a few more late nights, parties, women? Sure, probably. Perhaps I would have chosen a career field with a higher earning potential, certainly. But even with all that said, it doesn't really sound like I missed out on a whole lot, does it? Not really. Now, however, if I'm right and Christianity is right and the non-believer is wrong, they lose everything. They lose everything. They purposefully turn their back on an eternity of perfection with their Creator, a spiritual reunion with God, and a blissful return to our original intended state. And why? For what? 30 or 40 years of self-indulgence, wealth collection, seeking of carnal pleasures?